You wanna dance? Shake it. Groovy. Shake it. Where is it? Shake it. Groovy. Shake it. Don't have time to shake it. Groovy. Shake it. Where is it? Shake it. Groovy. Shake it. Don't have time to shake it. Damn, I'm good.
Good morning, good afternoon, and or good evening. You're watching Nub's Collection, a YouTube series dedicated to the cataloging and review of every game in my physical media collection. As always, I am your host, Victor Nub, and today we are looking at Duke Nukem 64, developed by Eurocom, published by GT Interactive, and released worldwide on November 14th of 1997. Duke Nukem 64 is, of course, a port of Duke Nukem 3D, originally developed for PC by 3D Realms, published by FormGen, and released worldwide on April 19th of 1996. Duke Nukem 3D is a sequel to Duke Nukem 1 and 2, which were side-scrolling action games developed and published by 3D Realms' precursor, Apogee Software. Both games would star the titular character in a much-reduced capacity, while the look of the character, with his blonde hair, red tank top, and sunglasses, have all been retained throughout the franchise. Duke Nukem's trademark machismo and quippy nature were not present in the first two games. Apogee was also caught in some legal trouble over the name of the character, as Duke University alleged a trademark violation. However, the case was dismissed, as Apogee's lawyer pointed out that there was no conflicting product between the two properties, from which any confusion could spawn. Turner Broadcasting System also alleged a trademark violation, citing a character from the cartoon series Captain Planet that also bore the name Duke Nukem. Apogee initially changed the spelling of the character name to Duke Nukem, spelled Nukum. However, as Turner never actually filed a trademark on their own character's name, as well as not sharing a similar market much like Duke University, Apogee proceeded with the original spelling, and Turner did not pursue their original claim. Duke Nukem 3D was a dramatic departure from the design of the first two games in many ways. First and foremost, the game is a first-person shooter, as you can see on the screen here, in the same vein as Doom, with players navigating 3D environments and interacting with 2D NPCs, enemies, and objects. Levels were designed to be non-linear, with exploration of the varying paths often leading to secret areas and gags, including numerous pop culture references. Duke, meanwhile, was much more talkative and crass, wisecracking about his situation and referencing quotes from movies including Aliens, Full Metal Jacket, Jaws, and They Live, among others. The voice of Duke was provided by John St. John, who was guided to perform the character as a bigger, more macho version of Clint Eastwood from Dirty Harry. Finally, the game's action became much more adult than previous releases, with graphic violence and perverse acts such as Duke relieving himself in the bathroom and tipping strippers so they will flash him. The game ultimately received an unsurprising M rating, and the mature content resulted in numerous countries either censoring or outright banning the release of the game. In the US specifically, Walmart only carried and sold a censored version of the game, similar to their policy of only selling censored versions of CDs at the time. Duke Nukem 3D was developed on a budget of around $300,000 by an initial team of 8 developers, which grew to 13 before release. 3D Realms followed the popular shareware release model of the 1990s by distributing the first level for free starting on February 20th of 1996, with the full game becoming available for purchase 2 months later. Duke Nukem 3D was a massive commercial success, selling roughly 3.5 million copies and receiving a plethora of special editions, ports, and expansions. 3D Realms would soon pivot away from game development, however, with most of the developers of Duke Nukem 3D moving on to other companies. Perhaps most notably, designer Randy Pitchford, who worked on the Atomic edition of Duke Nukem 3D, would go on to found Gearbox Software along with some former 3D Realms staff. Pitchford would use his experience working on Duke Nukem to guide the development of one of the industry's current juggernauts, Borderlands. The version of Duke Nukem that we're looking at today, Duke Nukem 64, was modified to remove much of the crudity, with new lines of dialogue recorded to eliminate profanity, as well as drug and sex references. Much of the game music was also removed due to space limitations on the cart, and certain levels and enemies were redesigned as polygonal models to save space. On the plus side, areas from the Atomic Edition of the PC release were added to the game, as well as new weapons, rumble support, and a split-screen 4-player multiplayer mode, which we'll probably skip because it mostly takes place in existing single-player levels that really weren't designed for multiplayer. That's all the notes that I had. Let's go ahead and get it started. Alright, first things first, we gotta check the options. We'll leave the volume as is. I can always adjust that in my headset later. Here's where I'm really concerned. This is an N64 game, and 64 games are notorious for having wonky controls. We're going to look at each of these. I think you can check them as you're playing the game today, but I am just concerned about how it's going to feel. The problem is I bet they're going to make it so that looking is on the left control stick and moving is probably on the right C buttons, which is just the most baffling decision. Player options. I want a crosshair. We definitely want auto aim on because it'll act kind of like Doom, where you can shoot in the general direction of enemies and it'll count as a hit. I don't know why friendly fire would matter, and I think that was it, right? Yeah. All right, so main menu. All right, here we go. Let's do piece of cake because I have a feeling I'm going to be terrible. When we last saw Duke Nukem, the Earth's only remaining hope had single-handedly defeated that's way too fast. With Proton out of the way, Duke returned to a hero's welcome was immediately... Wow, why are they going so fast? Using explosive wisely hidden in a molar, Duke escaped his long haul back to Earth shortened by thoughts of adoring crowds, curvaceous beaches? I think they may have changed that. And no more freaking aliens! Slow down, guys. Warning, incoming. Hey, Earth, anybody listening? I can't even visually read that. That was way too fast. What were they thinking? Yeah, this is exactly what I thought it was. They flip-flopped it so the control stick looks and the C buttons move. Ugh, this is going to take some getting used to. And... Alright, come on. How'd I do that? There we go. So the first level is very much similar to the original version of the game. I don't know how you change the... How do I jump? Is there a jump? There it is. The first level is very much similar to the original version of the game on PC. I don't remember it being daytime in the PC version, but who knows? Maybe it was. Owie! Whoa! I'm getting attacked. Gotcha. Go pick up some ammo. Oh. Oh, there we go. Back up. Gotcha. Alright, so as long as I'm very careful with my aiming, I don't think this is going to be too bad. Oh! Oh, come on. Get out. Get. Oh, man. I don't know if there's a way to reload. If there is, I don't know what it is. Alright, so that's how you change weapons. It's the D-pad. And I could pick that up, but there's one little quirk that they added to this game that I really appreciate. And let's do that right now. Duck. And... Oh, come on, forward. You drink water out of a fountain or from a hydrant and get your health. So we'll take a second to do that while I recharge myself. Not the fastest way in the world to recover your health, but if the only medicinal item that you had on hand was just a lot of water, it probably would take a long time to recover your health as well that way. All right, let's go this way. Can I open this? I sure can. Uh-oh. Whoa, where's my... Oh, he shot the... Oh, that's fairly smart. I like that. He shot the fire extinguisher next to me. Alright. Really need some ammo. There we go. Ammo. Isn't this something where you can open that and get it to move out of the way for you? Thought it was. Alright, there's ammo over here. Let's grab that. A bottle of Coke on the ground. And what looks like a box of popcorn. We eat the popcorn! Where? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Alright, do I have to look up to shoot him? Splat! So childish. Alright, well, I know that wasn't everything in there, but there's going to be a lot of kind of guessing on what I got to do. Come on, let me do the thing. You got to have something good in there, right? Why does it keep getting straightened out? It's probably rubber, that's why. It's a rubber trash can. Alright, the arcade's up here. Oh, someone's shooting at me. Down you go. Down you go, boyo. How do I jump again? No, it's not that. It's this. Ugh, that's not good. I put the jump on the right trigger on the N64 controller. That's not a good choice. Shotgun. Sit down. I'll take that. There are cameras in this game. They help you find secrets. Alright, well, didn't see a whole lot there that I needed or wanted. You know, the real problem is if you're trying to search for secrets on the walls, you have to hold you have to hold the C buttons to move, but at the same time, you also have to hit the A button to do any action where you're hitting a button on a wall. Oh, alright, come on. There we go. It's not going to be the smoothest gameplay you'll ever see of this game. No mirrors, because of course that would require them duplicating the image that you see. Let's go ahead and switch to the shotgun, which would... Oh, hello. Sit down! Get out of here. Oh, he's not dead. Oh, there he goes. Sit down. Now, I don't think you can use the toilets in this one, but let's find out.
Ah, that's better.
Nice. That's better. Alright, I don't remember if it's this version, but I feel like there was a version where you could, like, fish a Duke out of a toilet. He would say something like, "What am I doing?" Oh, let's check out the references. You have 13 Dukies, 2100. What is that one? AC/DC Nuke? No, Apaka Duke, I think is what that is. And Come Get Some, and I'm not sure what the movie is supposed to be a reference to there. Obviously, these are all supposed to be like gags on existing movies. All right, I came from... Was it this way? Yeah, so let's check here. Up to the projection room. I think I already killed the guy up here, but... Oh, boy. No, I didn't. I did now. There's something up on top. Oh! Oh! Ah, aiming is so hard! Dead. And, that is Drug X, which is supposed to be steroids, but they didn't want to mention steroids in a video game for the N64, so it's not that anymore. Uh-oh. Hi, boys! Sit down. Uh-oh. Oh, someone else. Someone else? Where? Where are they? I can't see them! Oh, and a grenade launcher. Hello. I think you have to use the steroids in order to get the benefit of them. There's a switch on this, right? Oh, it's right there. This will make the curtain raise, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, there we go. Maybe some enemies will pop out? Maybe? Or maybe I'll see a big crack in the middle of the screen that I can blast to get behind it. I'm not going to shoot that. I could shoot that, but I'm not going to. Thank you. Definitely needed some more ammo. I'll try to use the grenade launcher in a safe way, which would not be what we're doing right now. Oh, no. Ah, what are you doing? Don't open to me. And this, let's go to the arcade. Nope, faced the wrong way. Natch. That was excessive. But it killed that guy. That's the important part. And I think it destroyed all the machines, so I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I wanted to play a video game. What did they have up here? Oh, they have Duke Nukem.
Don't have time to play with myself.
I get it. Alright, so this is the exit for the level, if I'm not mistaken, but we'll double check. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. So they replaced all the LAPD, because this is taking place in Los Angeles, with pig cops. Very subtle joke there. Did I go the wrong way? I wonder if I gotta shoot the, But I do. There we go. Did that? Yes, it did. Hello. Oh, and there is the exit for the level. So we're not ready to do that just yet. We want to poke around a little bit more. I don't remember this being the deepest experience in the world. In fact, I want to say it's like 5 levels in total, but they get bigger, and also there's tons of little side areas to explore throughout each of the levels. So that's kind of the whole gimmick of the game, is you're supposed to find the hidden stuff and have some fun with that. I want to say one of the secrets that they put in the game, and I believe this is the case, is they put dead bodies of a bunch of like famous pop culture characters. So like you can find Luke Skywalker's body somewhere in the game. You can find Indiana Jones's body somewhere in the game. Because it's LA, so obviously a bunch of, LA-centric type characters are hidden in there. This is not the way I wanted to go. I wanted to get back to the theater. How do I get back to the theater? I think it's this way, right? Yes, here we go. Is there anyone here to shoot? Not yet, but let's aim at the screen, and there we go. I think that's all I needed to do. All right. Hello? Oh! Sit down. And more important than anything else that we find in the level here, a jetpack. How do I use it? I don't remember. We're out! Where did that take me? I don't know! Oh, we're back out on the street. So there are ducts in this level that you can climb, as well as little ledges all over the place. Now, let me see how I get to... Okay. So how do I use it? Oh, there we go. Up? I don't know. Up. How do I up? There we go. And there we go. I got some health. There is fall damage. Shouldn't surprise anyone. Kind of a normal thing. You're a normal human being, from what I understand. You just happen to be a hero. Alright, let's go up. Up, 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 up. And turn it off. What is this? Oh, hello, more ammo. I think that's not the vent we came in, is it? Yes, it is. All right, so we don't want to do that. Good save. What does that say? $1 million Uranus at Axe? Uranus attacks. Okay. Haha, jokes. Hey, look, they can't all be winners, guys. All right, well, open this door. Go back this way. Did I find everything in here? Thought I did. Camera there. Feel like there is something that we're missing here, but I have no idea what it is. In here, maybe? Wait, what's that? Oh, this just leads back to the arcade. Okay, nothing there. All right, well, we'll go ahead and leave the level. Noticeably absent in this area, and I think it was this area that you could find them, is the strip bar where you could find the strippers. Let's put on my boots. Bang! Level over. Alright, so I didn't kill 8 enemies, and I only found 1 secret out of 13. Good lord. Never said I was a secret at the game, or a pro at the game. I certainly have no idea where most of the secrets are, so... Uh-oh. What do I have? Sit down. Get out of here, kid. Do I got a duck? I do, don't I? Oh, this is gonna take some getting used to some of the weirder choices with the controller. I hear someone. Oh, there he is. Sit down. I will say that I've definitely never beaten the game. I don't think that's an indictment on the quality of it. I just think it's something where I ended up playing a lot of multiplayer, even though, as I mentioned before, I don't think it's great.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Well, there's your Dirty Harry reference. There's something back here. Pistol. What they ended up doing for the overwhelming majority of the levels is they would just use the standard single-player levels and then throw 4 people into it and have them wander around to find items. I guess that's a way to add multiplayer to a video game, but what they probably should have done was built arenas specifically for people to fight in, even if it meant they had to add additional assets that weren't already in the game. And I get it. That takes work that maybe they don't want to put in. But if you're going to bother putting in multiplayer to a game that wasn't designed for it, why wouldn't you build the game specifically to run multiplayer levels? That's just a gimme. I saw the armor. Damn it. Where is he? I hear him. Thought I saw... Oh, there he is. I don't know if I'm hitting him at all. I am now. Oh, there was blood on the wall before. Nice detail here. That's something that I don't think they necessarily would have focused much on the N64. The blood decals running down the wall there. That's a nice little touch. Gruesome, yes. This building condemned. Okay. Building dangerous, this. Can I blow that up? I sure can. Should I have? Maybe. Alright, so let's go into the gun boutique and see what's in there. Oh, look at that. Hello! Singing U2 all of a sudden. Hello, hello, we're in a place called Vertigo. I hate you too. Sit down! Talk about a band that was just overplayed for years and years. I don't think that's something I can pick up, is it? No. And now I'm sad. Yup! And yup! Anything up here?
Where is it?
don't see anything there. Oh, hello. Right, get back there. No, get in there. Oh, the controls are not helping. Dum-dums. Oh, nice. I believe those are more powerful than your standard ammo. Wait a minute. I heard it. Where? Where is it? It's not that, is it? Oh, I see it up there. Gotta get to it in time. Nice. Alright, so now I'm starting to find some stuff. Another thing I really hate. They made it so that the thumbstick looks down by holding up and up by holding down, so they inverted it. No thanks, video game. I prefer the control like a normal human being, because I'm not trying to fly a plane. My character doesn't have rotors or a tail fin. I unlock something. This door? Watch, this will be the exit of the game. Oh! Gotcha. Oh boy. A secret place. Nothing there. Someone here. Again, this is very much in the vein of Doom-style gameplay, where if you just aim in the general direction of the... I thought I heard something there. Aim in the general direction of the target, you're going to get the hit. They recognize that, at least on modern consoles, the controls just weren't, or at least at that time, consoles of that age, just didn't have the guidance or precision necessary to play first-person shooters accurately, so most of them, they just made it so that you could aim in a direction, you'd get the hit. Now we gotta use these, right? Sit down. Cool. Tons of ammo. What? Where's my... Oh, that didn't hit. How about this? Oh, that didn't hit either. I'll just kick it. I don't want to waste my dum-dums on that. Well, didn't get destroyed, so I don't know what to do there. I bet this was not a man before. I bet that was supposed to be a sexy lady.
Where is it?
I don't know, but I hear someone. Hello, health. Hello, keycard. I need that. Oh, who's shooting me? You sneaky bastard. Alright. I don't know what I got out of going that way other than a dead end that didn't provide me anything. I'm sure I'm missing something. Uh-oh. Found something. Some grenades, I think. Okay, nothing there. A bathroom, naturally. Not the most accurate shooter in the world, but I got the job done.
Ah, that's better.
Might as well. You're in here, right? Don't know what I got out of this. I also like that there's bullet decals on the wall there where I shot. Nice detail. Alright, we'll go ahead and leave here and go to the Duke Burger, because we hadn't explored there yet. Oh, okay. Okay. And, oh, that's definitely got to be something. So let's pop on this. Yep, that's what I thought. shotgun man. Oh, this is just another path to the bathroom. Alright, well, I didn't get anything for that. Exit! Oh, wait. So what is... How do I get out of here? Oh, wait. What is this? I think I found a stripper room. This might have to be clipped out if it's gonna show boobies. It did not. It was a grenade launcher. I couldn't believe it. I was certain the boobies would be there, but there were nowhere to be found. Were there ever boobies in the game to begin with? Now be sad now. I have a feeling that was not originally a grenade launcher. All right, so I just went in a really big circle. How the hell do I get out of here? Where's the door? Here it is, right? Right? Yeah. All right. Bing bong, Duke Burger. Can we take your order, please? Oh, hey. What are you doing? Behind me? No, nothing behind me. Someone behind the counter, right? I see him. No, I didn't. Thought I saw him. Uh-oh. That guy disappeared. Where? Where's it? Oh! Get out of here. Here's someone else. What is this? Is this a bathroom? You just pee on the wall, I guess? Can I activate the hand warmer? Hand dryer? So, I'm glad to see that a lot of places are moving away from these things because it turns out most of them actually help propagate fecal matter around the room, which is obviously what you're trying to do away with when you're washing your hands or any other contaminant that helps spread disease. So most places have just gone back to using paper towel because honestly, it is the better way to dry your hands. Open! Why won't you open? I want to come behind the counter. The service is terrible here. All right, we got it. All right, so there's something there. Can I get a soda? No soda. Wait, I did something. Sit down. Get out of here. Did it open this door? No. Can this door open at all? Sure can't. Oh, well, it opened that door. All right, so, I don't know if that really added much to the level. I don't even think I found an access card. All right, so let's do this. Get the armor. See if we can interact with this. Sure can't. I don't know what I got out of this. Grenades bounced off of it, so it didn't really get anything. Alright, so let's move back to the jetpack real quick. See what's up here. Nothing. Something up here. Nothing. I don't think this is where I started, but I'm not 100% on that. Alright. Well, did I have a key for this? I did not. We have a blue key, though, and the blue key needed to be used where? Wasn't in there. Was it Gun Boutique? Wait. Is there a third place I haven't checked? Yeah, back here, right? Right? Maybe. Here it is. We have the blue key. Oh, crap. I have no idea what to hit. No. Wait. Hey, got it. Your guess. I have no idea if there is a hidden password or message somewhere that'll tell you exactly what you got to do, but obviously I got that right. Yep. And yep. Got some ammo. Did this lead to anything other than destruction? Glorious aha! And a health kit, which I am sure I don't get to. Well, portable med kit. All right. I bet this is an exit, isn't it? Or not? Maybe I gotta shoot it first? No? Maybe I gotta blow it up? Oh, there we go. Oh, wait. I got grenades. Why not use them? Don't know if that did anything for me. We'll find out when I go down there. When I go down there. Okay, this is bad. Don't stand in the bad stuff. Alright, stay on the edges.
Cool.
Oh, come on. That should have been a kill. Alright. Oh, got some night vision goggles. Filled my jetpack. Sit down. Got some more armor. Got some more shotgun shells. Grenades, whatever. I found a dead end. I'm probably supposed to blow something up here. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, wait, I got more hand explosives that I can put down and just do that. Did it do anything for me? No. Alright, I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. Just leave, I guess. I mean, they gave you a jetpack, so I would assume you go out the same way you came in. Through the hole in the roof. Go. There's a babe. Oh, I saved the babe. Woo! That was some tense times. I don't know what I would have done if I hadn't saved the babe. Well, that would be one of one babes that I found. One of two babes? How many babes were in the last level? What? Come on, that should have been a kill. Alright, so we got that. Is that a vent I can pop open? Of course it is. Gotcha! Oh, no, come on. Yeah, the game definitely lacks some of the modern conveniences of first-person shooters on consoles. And it is noticeable, but I don't think it's game-breaking. You just gotta be a little more patient with aiming. Okay, can't play with myself. I gotta play with the balls, right? Hold on, let's try this. I remember this being a thing. Obviously, I remember wrong. Well, let's try with the handgun. Can I break the shooting the balls? Ah! There we go. Well, let's do it with something with a little more pop, right? Oh, God, this is so finicky. Come on. It's just, there's no precision whatsoever. Oh, wait a minute, that worked. Okay, okay, you just use the balls. As dumb as that is. Remember, guys, you gotta use the balls! I don't know if you get anything for putting all the balls in the holes, but we'll try. Go, 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 go. Oh, you didn't make it. That one did. All right. Got it. What did that do for me? Nothing. It did nothing. Ammo. Don't need it. Oh, come on. Look at that. About as clean an action as you can get out of one of these. All right, so I got to find a red key somewhere. Oh, I'm betting it's back this way. See a wall I can blow up, I think. Thank you, shotgun shells. Can I call someone? Guess not. All right, so let's do one of these again. Don't know if that did anything, but it's the easy way to find out would be to check. Wait a minute. Oh, this was... okay. Oops. Blew up all the toilets. This is how I could have gotten in through the vent, I'm sure, right? Yeah, that's what it looks like. All right, so I didn't find a key somewhere. We'll do the best we can to try to find it before I leave for the... or call it a day. Wait. Hello. Gotcha. Trash compactor. I wonder if that's where you find the body of Luke. Fry oil. Let me tell you, fry oil, man, it makes food taste so good. But once you've actually had to deal with that stuff, specifically the disposal of it, when it is a little bit rancid, you'll never want to try to cook anything with fry oil yourself ever again, because it is just the worst. All right, so I found my way back into Duke Burger, but that didn't get me a red key, did it? Aha! Bingo! All right. I'm winging them. There's a third one back there. Gotcha. All right, it was back this way. Right in... oh, this way. Right up here. And where are we at? It wasn't here, was it? Where was that red key? Oh, there it is. There it is. Whoa! Oh, come on. Now it's not the time to be imprecise on me. Gotcha. And what's this back here? Yep. Oh, I hear someone. Well, that sounds like someone starting up like a motorcycle or something with an engine on it when they growl.
Make my day.
Where? I heard someone. Oh, it was... oh, okay. I was like, there's a red handprint. I have to find out what it does. The answer is it lets you in a box. There's another one. No, that says up. All right. Well, there's something back here. I'm sure of it. Just don't know what. All right. Oh, maybe not. Ow, my ankles. My tender ankles. Alright, do I have to go that way? Or do I gotta get in the vehicle?
Where is it?
Or maybe I gotta get it inside the back of the vehicle. No? Can't shoot it open. Any of these open? It's not making a sound, which makes me think there is a switch I gotta hit to open them. Maybe right here? Hello! Get in the vent. There we go. Got some health. Got some more pipe bombs. Someone behind me. Gotcha. Someone in front of me. Anyone else?
Hail to the king, baby.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so that opens the bay doors. Oh, God! Oh, boy, yes. Things have started slowing way down with too much moving parts. Too many moving parts on the screen. Someone else is out here. Oh, there we go. Where? Oh, there he is. Gotcha. Let's use the jetpack to get up there. Gotta be something there, right? More cameras that you can peek around the level with. I'm probably not going to worry too much about that. In fact, I think we'll finish this level and then we'll probably go ahead and call it a day.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Alright, well, we found a passage here. Oh. Shoot something out on the wall. Hello.
Groovy.
There's the exit. Alright, cool. Let's poke around a little bit, see if we can find any more secrets before we head out. I don't know if there's a whole lot else we could do. Night vision goggles, which we really don't need. How do I... Oh, yeah, there we go. Whoop. And then that was the door that opened the way out. Was there a way over this? No, because that won't even let you go that way. And I see what's down below. You can't open the fence. Okay, we'll go ahead and finish it up, and then I think we'll call it an episode. Alright, so it was back up this way, right? How the hell are you supposed to leave if you use up all your jetpack just poking around the level looking for secrets? I was joking. I heard there was a secret room here. Aw, you dicks. Oh, that was the end of the level. Look at that, they tricked me. There was only one enemy that I didn't find, one secret I didn't find, and, well, two babes, but I have no idea where they would have been. Probably tied to one of the secrets, but we did a pretty good job poking around the level. So I feel like I did about as much as I was going to be able to figure out without looking up information on how to find the remaining secrets once I became a little more devoted to finding everything that I possibly could in the level through concerted, searching for stuff that could possibly be hidden around the environment. All right, let's go ahead and wrap things up. We'll go ahead and do the review phase. Let's do a round of the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good is, as long as there wasn't too much moving around on the screen, the frame rate was actually pretty good. I mean, it was, I don't know, somewhere between 30 and 60 frames would be my guess, because it was moving very smoothly when I was moving around the environments. And keep in mind, this is on the N64, which even in ideal conditions, most games, if they were running a 3D polygonal environment, they were probably going even less than 30 frames. They were probably going somewhere in the neighborhood of probably like 20 or 24 frames at best. This game looked pretty smooth for what it was capable of doing on an N64. Again, a lot of what they did to save on horsepower for the engine was using 2D enemies and objects to cut down on how much they had to use in assets on characters or items that you would find in the environment, which was pretty standard. I mean, look at Doom. Doom did the same thing. It had environments that were built on basic 3D wireframes with simple textures, and all the enemies in those games were 2D objects that were always keyed to turn as you were facing them so that they always appeared to be a physical object you could interact with. They did the same thing in this one. If you got real close to an enemy and you started like circle strafing them, they would actually pivot around on the ground to make sure that they were facing you at all times, which is a really funny, silly thing you can do in these kinds of games. And it's just kind of part of the experience of playing early first-person shooters where everything had to be a 2D model in order to make the game run without crashing, basically. I like the variety of weapons, and I especially like that there is auto-aim in this game, because as we had mentioned before, it operates kind of like Doom, but not exactly like Doom in the sense that enemies can be above and below your sight line, and to an extent, bullets will kind of curve to hit the enemy. In the case of auto-aim, as long as you're within, I'd say, about a foot or two of where the bullet would normally hit the target, it will hit the target, which is very important on console-based RPGs, FPS games, especially before they started finding things like aim magnetism and reticle speed slowing down when you were near a target to try to help you get a lock on, or the snap to, when you would aim down the sights of a weapon and the gun would automatically aim at either the center mass or the head, depending on where you were looking before you looked down the sights. Those things, modern conveniences that we take for granted nowadays, because pretty much every designer or developer who makes a first-person shooter understands if you're making it for console and for something that you're using controllers to control, you better have those in there or people are going to dunk on your game hard. They did the best they could with what they had available at this time. No aim magnetism, no reticle slowing when you get near targets, and frankly, the aim is important, but not terribly important in this game, where with auto aim on, shoot in the general direction of the enemy, and you're probably going to get a hit. Now, this game does differ from Doom in that you can look up and down, so you do have to be a little bit towards where the target is vertically if you're looking up or down to hit the target, but not super accurate. You don't have to basically be pointing directly at the enemy to get a hit, and I like that. I like that a lot. That is very important for these early games. I love how much detail they put into the secrets in each level, where everything is packed with little nooks and secrets and rooms and offshoots and stuff all over the place that you can find. And while, yeah, it does end up making the levels maybe a little bit harder to figure out where you're supposed to go to get to the exit, it encourages exploration. And these kinds of games, it adds a lot of fun to it. Part of the experience is, where did they hide all these little secrets and nooks and gimmicks and stuff? And that, I think that's part of what drove the experience and made people really like this game in particular. I love it. Add more secret stuff. Make it wacky. Make it fun. As far as the bad, the control scheme sucks. Before I started recording today, I actually went into the control schemes because I remember it being pretty rough figuring out how exactly to control the character. And I was trying to see if there was a way to move it so that it controlled more like modern first-person shooters on, a controller with two thumbsticks, where basically the left thumbstick would allow you to move your character forward or backwards or strafe left or right. And the right thumbstick is what you use to look up, down, left, right. And they didn't have that option. No matter how many different modes, they have like 4 or 5 different control schemes, but you can't manually change those yourself. There's no key binding option in this game. Either you use the controls that they give you from one of those 4 schemes, or you don't do anything. And unfortunately, the Polymega doesn't have key binding as far as I could find. So the controls kind of suck. Looking with the left thumbstick and moving with the right thumbstick has never been comfortable to me, and it never will be. If they had flip-flopped it, I think this would have been a much different experience. Probably a lot faster playing and more accurate on my part, but hard to say because obviously if you're doing all your precision aiming with digital inputs like the C buttons, it probably would have been a poor experience that way as well. And unfortunately, I don't think this is like GoldenEye, which had the option to give you 2 controllers to control the game, where the thumbsticks, I think one would move and one would look, and it made for a little bit better of an experience, but I don't know if it made it a great experience. There was a lot of environmental pairing on the 3D objects. And what I mean by that is you would look up close, and I had shown it a couple of times, intentionally and unintentionally, right next to a texture on a 3D object. And you could very visibly see like a seam going down diagonally across the object. I don't know what causes that, and it is noticeable to the point of me pausing a couple of times and thinking, is this an indicator that there's something I can blow up on this wall? And that couldn't have been the case because every single wall had something like that. The textures leave a lot to be desired in some places, and I know that's an issue with the N64, but in this game there were areas where they were trying to put more detailed textures like posters up, and unfortunately they were so muddy it was almost impossible to tell what they were going for with those objects. So unfortunately that is one of the downsides. Again, no music in the game except for at the very beginning, the title screen, and I think there might have been a little quiet tune playing when we finished the level here. I just took my headset off so I can't hear anymore. But other than that, there's no music in the levels, and it does feel kind of like an empty experience when you don't have music moving around these levels. I'm sure they could have come up with something. It didn't have to be exactly what you heard in Duke Nukem 3D. Find a way to do a MIDI version of those tunes so you had something playing in the background. I don't think just removing music altogether was the solution. They had to have found a way to put some kind of MIDI track on there. As far as the ugly, I understand why they did it, but it is a little silly that they didn't have mirrors in any of the bathrooms. I think the solution, and a lot of companies did this, if you didn't want to have to find a way to basically double the assets appearing on screen where you could see Duke Nukem moving around and all the other stuff behind you mirrored, where basically on the other side of the wall is the same room basically doubled, you just make it a piece of glass that has no reflection on it, and players will be able to figure out what they're looking at there, basically. And they didn't do that. They just busted all the mirrors, which is kind of silly. Not a lot of variety in the enemies, at least in the first 2 levels. And I'm sure later in the game, as you get further on, you'll probably start seeing more enemies. But yeah, all I was shooting was the weird, like, exposed brain alien type creatures, and then the pig cops. That was it. That's the only 2 enemies we saw through the entire levels, which leads me to believe that they were trying to save assets, and maybe there are more enemies, but they're only going to show you the 2 in the levels there. Other than that, frankly, not a lot of ugly. I think for what they had to try to compress down into an N64 port, and that is going to affect the score here, they did a really admirable job, because it would have looked and played much smoother and much faster on the original PC release of the game. Not to mention, if you're using a mouse to aim, you're going to be a lot more accurate. You're going to be a lot more precise when you're aiming at objects. And you have to make do with what you can do on a controller when you're playing it on, an N64. And it took them a long time to figure it out, how to aim with thumbsticks on those early consoles, on the PlayStation 1 and the N64. And I don't know if they ever really got it right until maybe even late in the PlayStation 2 and original Xbox era. That's when they really kind of started honing in on how to make your weapons more precise if you're looking at an object in first person and trying to aim. I'm not going to knock that for, what it plays like on an N64 because they did the best they could. All right, let's go ahead and give the game a score. We do our score on Randars, 1 to 10. I'll say this, and we didn't look at the multiplayer today, and I mentioned before, I think they kind of cheaped out on how they handled that because they did just jam single-player levels into it, which is lame. They did have a couple of environments that played a lot more conducive to a multiplayer arena, but for the most part, it was just single-player levels. But what we looked at today, the single-player experience, it still holds up. And again, this is an edited version of the game because the Nintendo was never going to let them put the full unedited version of Duke Nukem 3D on their console ever. It just wasn't going to happen. Doesn't matter if they already had the ESRB rating system in place, and I believe this game still got an M, even though it came out on the N64 with a lot of modifications. But the characters, remarks at various stuff as you're wandering around the environment, the very open and exploration heavy environments, the gunplay, it all works and it is all fun. Even today, I'm going to give this an 8 Randars. Keeping in mind that there's no music and the control scheme is kind of goofy, I had fun today. And I think even with those problems, if I had a fun time playing the game, I can't give it a bad score. Again, there are problems with this port that are hard to ignore, especially when it comes to multiplayer, where it feels like they just kind of slapped it together at the last minute because it's the N64 and it's got 4 ports built into it, so we gotta make a multiplayer mode. If that's all the effort you're going to put into it, maybe just don't bother. Single player experience is a lot of fun here. And I remember thinking that it wasn't fun because the control scheme wasn't very friendly and opting to play more multiplayer than single player. But what I experienced today, I kind of want to go back and play some more of this. I was enjoying what I was experiencing here. This is absolutely not the best first-person shooter experience you'll ever have. I don't even know if it's the best first-person shooter experience on the N64. But what we did today, I enjoyed my time with, and I think it is well deserving of a fairly high score. So 8 Randars. This is a very, very good first-person shooter. Keeping in mind that it's censored, and if you want the full experience with all of its more crass elements, you're probably better off going to find another version of it, if not just the original PC port of the game. And I know it's available. I think they actually did a re-release 3 or 4 years ago on the last generation of consoles. So you're talking Xbox One, PlayStation 4, maybe the Switch. Not 100% on that. But you can pick up a version of this game that probably plays far closer to the PC port than this one. But if this is the game you had, I think the first-person experience is about as good as you're going to get on an early console like the N64. Keep in mind, they actually made a version of this on the Sega Genesis. I can't imagine it looks anywhere near as, or plays anywhere near as good as this version did. I would be astonished if it was even remotely comparable to what we saw today. All right, that's going to do it for this episode of Nubs Collection. As always, I do appreciate each of you watching, and I will see you next time.